and President Olusegun Obasanjo was sworn in as the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. That reminds all of us that building a democracy is not an individual affair. It's a collective responsibility. There must be a tolerance, there must be a large heart, there must be an ability to accommodate one another. Our views must differ, but what is singularly uncompromising to all of us is the unity of Nigeria. The current President Tinubu, I know vividly. I was in Lagos during the June 12th. I saw how men and women have sacrificed their life, have died in the cause of defending democracy. President Tinubu was on exile.
This upcoming protest is getting serious and worrisome. Some of our politicians are even scared. Some of them are already buying tickets, traveling out. Now, SDP, this man, Social Democratic Party, called for a peaceful protest. And again, invite Senator Ali Ndume, that just been fired or having issues with APC. Invite him to come and join their party to work against APC. Wow. It's getting serious, getting tougher. See, you know, when a government failed in its responsibility, people will keep talking about it. You don't understand? People will keep talking about it. You must criticize, you must comment, make recommendation, you must appreciate them for what they are doing, for what they've done. Irrespective of the millions of problems that is going on in this country. Yes, you can still see one or two things to say you commend President Tinubu for doing this, but that is not all. That is not all. That's why some people will come and talk, criticize the government so that he can give a listening ear and and come into that area where he's lacking, where he has not, his development has not been reached. You understand? So that's where Senator Ndume came to talk, and this man was not saying anything serious or anything that we do not know before. That government, some of these government officials, some of them, that is the word you can use to qualify them. Some of them are thief. He just do not want to say they have to use the word thief. He called them crooks. You don't understand. Now, listen to this. SDP, Social Democratic Parties, call for a peaceful protest. Remember, Sheikh Gumi also calling for a peaceful protest. Say there is nothing wrong. Before they said Muslims do not protest, but now they are calling. That is to say, water don't pass Gary. So please take your time, watch this video to the end, and please do me a favor now. Share, like, comment, and subscribe to this YouTube channel. I'll be your guy. Run for me now. Subscribe, hit the notification button so that you get to see all the videos, all the updates. You don't miss out. You know as they go now. I'll be your guy. Run for me.
And President Olusegun Obasanjo was sworn in as the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. That reminds all of us that building a democracy is not an individual affair. It's a collective responsibility. There must be a tolerance, there must be a large heart, there must be an ability to accommodate one another. Our views must differ. But what is singularly uncompromising to all of us is the unity of Nigeria. The current President Tinubu, I know vividly. I was in Lagos during the June 12th. I saw how men and women have sacrificed their life, have died in the cause of defending democracy. President Tinubu was on exile, fighting for the restoration of democracy. He was lucky to be back in 1999 and to be a governor of Lagos State under opposition party for 8 years. So I'm convinced that he knows what opposition is. He understood clearly what democracy is all about and the benefit of democracy and the ability to tolerate our differences of who we are. Nigeria is a big country and our views might not be the same. But what keeps us together is the unity and strength of Nigeria despite our diversity. First, let me thank the President by standing firmly with the Attorney General of the Federation and the Supreme Court of Nigeria by doing justice to the autonomy, financial autonomy of the local government. It was a very sound decision. It was patriotic. And this is what we always say. Wherever the government did well, we will mention it clearly that this is a good decision for the country. So we commend the government for taking that bold decision. We also appeal to the governors to follow suit, to allow the third tier of government to prevail, the local government to have their financial control so that you can reduce level of insecurity, you can increase food production chain, and you can take care of local issues like dispensaries, hospitals, educations, and so on and so forth. This is what presidential system of government is all about, that we are copying, or we copied from America. The disturbing development of yesterday, Wednesday, the 17th of July, which we thought ordinarily that government must have a large heart to accommodate voices that disagreed with some of the policies and programs of the government. And if I could also remember vividly what led to the emergence of APC, it's simple. There was a massive disagreement internally within the PDP. The revolt within the PDP led to the emergence of the APC. Lack of capacity of the PDP to accommodate others, the imposition, the rascality within the party led to the defeat of the PDP. This is the same thing that is playing out in the APC today. We are shocked, and we thought that by now we have gone beyond experimenting. We are consolidating the process of democracy, strengthening the institutions of government, and ensure that there's a dividend of democracy, and we work together irrespective of our party differences. What is common is our country. How can we build a great nation with a population of over 250 million? This is of great concern to all of us. We the politicians, you the journalists, the academicians, everybody, if we are not careful, will be a victim of the system. We saw a rowdy Senate yesterday. This is not the first time we've been seeing rowdy Senate. But each one has its own peculiarities. The one we saw yesterday was quite disturbing. Based on Star interview anchored by Charles Obarais, where Senator Ndume was interviewed, and he spoke out his mind sincerely, deeply, with that sense of nationalism and patriotism about the situation of Nigeria. Everyone knows that this country is trying to grip with the fact that people are not happy. People have made their mind known that they want to ventilate peacefully. As a party, we endorse peaceful protests. We are not part of any violent protests. And the Constitution protects citizens to protest peacefully, ventilate where they disagree with government policies and programs. And I thought this government is very, very smart to look at what Senator Ndume have said, the way he puts it through, which means that he have taken the burden off the government by representing the entire people who disagree with some of the policies, the overtaxations of the government, by telling the government the truth that Nigerians are not happy. Hunger have enveloped this country. Poverty have taken over this country. Food shortages, the demand have outweighed the supply by far. I thought that was a very patriotic one. Secondly, what I thought is that the party will sit down with him, discuss deeply with him, and I'm sure if that space was there, if that opening was there, probably Senator Ndume would not have gone to the public. But as a patriotic person, this is not the first time he have done so. The doors were closed according to him, and then he have no other option as a parliamentarian than to come out and explain, and in another way to also persuade people who want to ventilate their anger to do it within the ambit of the law, not to take arms, to fight or to destroy or to injure anyone. So for me, it was a great service he have done to the government and to his party by drawing the attention of the party and the government that this impending crisis is close to impossible unless we do something as urgently as possible. The voices of the people, they are beyond what anybody can control. It's all over the mainstream media, the social media, virtually everywhere. The religious scholars, the academicians, everyone is on the same page. There are mistakes that are being made. So, as a party, what we saw yesterday, we saw a breach of internal party mechanisms, a breach of failure to listen to great voices of both Senator Ndume, Adam Oshomole, and a host of others, even the immediate past Senate President Ahmed Lawan. We have senators within the APC that have been voicing out very strongly that, look, we need to review some of these policies and programs that we are running. Unfortunately, a letter from the APC, emanating from the APC caucus, signed by the chairman of APC and the secretary to the Senate, urging them or directing them to remove the chief whip, Senator Ndume, not only removing him, telling him that he is free to leave APC to any other party of his choice. Ndume is a very ranking senator. Is one of the senior experienced parliamentarians we have in Nigeria today. He has been the Senate Majority Leader when he was even in the House of Reps, when he was in the, now that in the Senate, is a chief whip currently. And for somebody of that caliber to be treated the way he was treated, without decorum, trying to silence every individual that tried to raise his voice to advise this government, is the most uncharitable thing to do. And therefore, if the APC feel that they don't need him anymore, we in the SDP, we are making a call and we are inviting Senator Ndume openly to come and join the Social Democratic Party. We will work with him. We will support him to continue the good job he's doing in the Senate. We will not hesitate to do whatever it takes to support him. And it's documented that the APC wrote that letter asking him to leave. They don't need him, they don't need his services. But Nigerians need his services. SDP needs his services. We are here to say that we stand by what he has said. He is honest, he is sincere, he has told the government the bitter truth they don't want to hear. And some of us are shocked. Some of us that knows the president. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is a bridge builder. Is one man who believes in reaching out to everyone. The man that I know have listening ears. And so if somebody who happened to be very close to the president, Senator Ndume, said that no one of them have access to him anymore, and that those who are in charge of the entire process are being described in different quarters with different mentality, of serving their own interest, not the interest of the country. So we feel strongly that what happened was completely wrong. It wasn't in the overall national interest of the country. The kakistocrats and the kleptocrats that was mentioned and explained by Senator Ndume is right, is correct, whether the government like it or not. It is opportunity for the president to review his cabinet and purge his cabinet and make sure that his policies and programs are people-oriented. He said he applied for the job. So he's not complaining. I've always said that, Mr. President, you don't need to complain. You may not know what is going on. But we that are telling you, you should listen to us. We as stakeholders, as SDP, we have produced senators, we have produced House of Reps, we have produced State Assembly, we have produced even local government. So we are a major stakeholders in Nigeria. And we have the right to draw the attention of the government. SDP is not in conflict with the current leadership of the country, the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. We are not in conflict with the National Assembly. We are not in conflict with the judiciary. But we have a national duty, an obligation as a party to draw the attention of the executive, to draw the attention of the National Assembly, to draw the attention of the judiciary. These three arms of government, if they are not careful, if they are not calculative, if they are not sensitive, they will plug this country into a situation that nobody prayed for. Look at the level of insecurity. It's increasing on a daily basis, even though the government is doing everything humanly possible to bring it to the barest, to the lowest, as low as possible. But the non-state actors are also not sleeping. And then the quantum of resources that were injected in ensuring that Nigeria is secured, you keep on wondering, where is those resources going to? What is happening? So we want to state clearly that Ndume expressed the concern that the APC government of the President Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu is going down because, according to him, the government is being run by kakitocrats, which he explained to mean a government run by the worst, least qualified, or most unscrupulous citizens. He went further to add that the government is populated by kakitocrats and kleptocrats, explaining that kleptocrats components refer to people who are in government for what they can make for themselves. Accordingly, the letter to the Senate requested Senator Ndume to honorably resign his membership of APC and join any other opposition party of his choice. That letter emanated, as stated and circulated in the media, from the APC party management, which give him the right and the latitude to move if he want to move. It's a documented letter. I'm sure they have the CTC of that letter. Based on the following, we in the SDP, we want to state clearly. First, we stand before you today to address a press conference that threatened the very fabric of our democracy. The recent removal of Senator Ali Ndume as chief whip of the Senate, coupled with the intolerance displayed by the presidency and the All People, the Progressive People Congress APC, is a stark reminder of the danger of unchecked power. Senator Ndume's criticism of the government policies and their impact on Nigerians is not only legitimate, but also a testament to his commitment to the well-being of our citizens. Yet, instead of engaging with his concern, the APC leadership chose to silence him through removal and intimidation. We also heard, we are not sure, rumors going around that our dear patriotic media men who are committed, sacrificing their life, covering every event, releasing them the way they are, there was some attempt to invite them through some envelope to water down what happened at the floor of the Senate. We had some of them who were patriotic enough to say, no, we are doing our duty, and will continue to do their duty. And this is what we expect of the media. And some of the great media men that are here that I know over decades, they are very committed and loyal people. Let me tell you, Nigeria is for all of us. If we refuse to do the right thing, then the fact will haunt all of us. We have nowhere to go. We may disagree, but the unity of Nigeria, strengthening our unity, is our fundamental responsibility. Nobody can do it for us. There is no foreigner from anywhere that come and solve our problem. No foreigner. We have three sets of minds. The great minds that think and analyze what the future would look like. What can make the nation great? What can solve the problem of Nigeria? And you have the middle minds that analyze events. That's what they specialize in doing. Very low people, what they think of, look, this event happened here, what happened there. And then you have the other class who believe in, gossiping. This man is looking fat today. This man is looking slim today. That's what they believe in. But we have a great mind. We have to think of a great Nigeria, how Nigeria can move on. This is not an isolation incident. We recall the experiences of Senator Abdul Ningi of recent, who was suspended for raising an issue of alleged padding of the budget, an issue of grave concern that casts aspersion on the integrity of both the Senate and the presidency. Recently, the former president of the Senate, Senator Ahmed Lawal, also raised serious concern, and Senator Adam Oshomole suffered similar fate for speaking the truth to power. This trend is alarming and undermining the principle of democracy and fair hearing. How about Senator Adam Oshomole, who has been crying out like a voice in the wilderness, calling the administration attention to the effects of many of its policies and how they threaten the advancement of a true democratic and developing nation like Nigeria? Personally, the President Bola Asuwaju that I know and interact with is a bridge builder who over the years have proven to be people-oriented and tribalized. He welcomes everyone with open arms and is always ready to make adjustments upon the proof of superiority of ideas and knowledge. But what we witness currently is a president under whose watch uncalculated decisions are made, which effects has set the country on free fall in almost all ramifications. The only thing left for our country now are human beings who cannot tell where their next meal is coming from. People who cannot close their eyes, who cannot close their two eyes to sleep without their life being threatened by insecurity. This is the democracy that our compatriots, including Bola Ahmed Tinubu himself, fought in the good days of our military rule in Nigeria. I don't want to call it dark days. I believe we are all Nigerians, whether we are in uniform or civilians or politicians. Both the politicians and the military have contributed to the development of Nigeria. We are partners in progress. They belong to a different field of protecting the territorial integrity of Nigeria. So I'm one of those who disagree to call that period dark day periods. Every period has its dark days. This democracy that we are, there is no time in history that Nigerians lost their life, killed and maimed and kidnapped with barbarism like this democracy that we run. So for me, good days of the military administration then. The SDP believe that criticism is essential to a healthy democracy, and we will not stand by idle while the APC seek to stifle dissenting voices. We extend our official invitation to Senator Ali Ndume to join our great party and continue his quest for social justice, good governance, and entrenchment of democratic principle. Senator Ndume will say, you are courageous, stand against the APC authoritarianism, tendencies is laudable, and we welcome you to our fold. Together, we shall continue to advocate for the right of Nigerians and ensure our democracy remains vibrant and inclusive. To the APC and the presidency, we say, embrace criticism, listen to the concerns of Nigerians, and work towards building a more inclusive, participatory democracy. Let us all unite to restore Nigerian democracy and ensure that the voices of our citizens are heard. Thank you very much. There is any question? We're ready to The senator is a product of the party. The senator was here with me. We've been discussing a lot of issues. We are not silent on this, just the way the headquarters of the party are up and doing in terms of advising this government. I also know, and you're also aware, our elected members have been coming here to the secretariat to brief us.